Let's give it a second here because there's always a little bit of a delay when we go live until people tune in and we see the people tuned into the actual content. So we'll give it about 5 more seconds. There we go. Well, when you woke up today on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, we didn't think Paul McCartney was going to be playing a concert in New York City. Wow. Andy Nichols from Two Legs here. Surprise. Here we are. Paul did a show in New York City tonight at the Bowery Ballroom. Now in anticipation of his Saturday Night Live event as well, which is this weekend. And now he's here. And let's get the stage. Let's get the people in the backstage. We are joined here by Kyle Hand on the Run, who's there.
Hello.
He's there. And let's get backstage. Let's get number 1 fan on the run, Joan Borelli. Hello, Joan.
Hey, Andy.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening. Is the audio? Somebody said please turn the sound up.
Yeah, Joan's much louder than you.
Joan's louder than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kyle's louder than you.
How about now? Better? A little better? No, still not better?
Bring it to 11.
Bring it to 11. How about now? Is this better? Good now? Better?
No, it's about the same.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry about that. We'll have to work. So low. Why am I so low? I wasn't low on Sunday. Hold on. Let's work on. So we're so informal here. Hold on. This is weird. Huh. Why am I so low? I'm not low on Sundays when I do this.
No, you were good on Sunday.
Yeah. How about, let's see. Hold on. I'm going to go live now when nobody can hear me. Wonderful. Hold on. Check 1, 2. I am so low. Why is this like this? Hold on. Let's try this. Hold on. Now there we go. We should be better now, right? No?
No.
The
Same.
Let me come out. Okay. Any better?
No, it's the same.
Why am I so low? No. Oh, this is horrible. Come on now. Check 1, 2. I've done this all the time. Should be up and running. Check 1, 2. Hello. Go. I've done this all the time.
No. Still quiet, Andy.
All right. Could be phantom power. Hold on. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Nothing. No. Check 1, 2. No. Check. Oh God. Hold on. Just did this. Hold on. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Any better? No.
No. It almost sounds like you're not amplified at all.
I just did this on Sunday.
Yeah, you sounded great on Sunday.
It's the same setup. You guys talk while I figure it out. All right, go ahead.
Joan, did you get to see? Were you in there?
No. I was in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Did you get in?
I didn't even consider just trying to listen from the outside until around 7:30 or something, and I ran over here. And when I was here, there's about 50 people waiting outside just listening to the kick drum.
Yeah.
And now we're just seeing all the lucky people come out, and everyone's here waiting for Paul.
My friend Julian has been there since about noon. He works in, well, I think he's going to join us. He works in Manhattan. He got the announcement, and he's only was like a mile or so away from there. He ran. And when he got there just like 6 minutes after 12. The line was hundreds of people long.
Wow. Well, I'm hoping to catch some people as they come out and you talk to them.
Cool.
And I want to know when they heard about this and how they got tickets.
I've heard some different stories. Some people got texts. Some people got texts from Paul's group, People like me just saw it on socials and everybody started sharing it with me. I was in the car driving and I was like, oh, I gotta go home. I'm going. And then,
but I feel like by the time it was announced, it was like already sold out.
Exactly. And then when I saw it said sold out and do not stand in line, we don't have more tickets. I was like, oh, And then I heard the weather was supposed to be bad, and I'm 2.5 hours away, and I was like, oh God, what should I do? What should I do?
You know, it's a little cold, but it could be worse.
I see the snow flying by you.
Yeah, my phone is soaked. We've been getting a lot of this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are frosty.
I'm not sure if you can hear the chorus, but
Is it Hey Jude?
yeah. Oh no, it's Let It Be.
It's what is it?
They're singing Let It Be.
Oh, I thought that was a while ago.
Oh no, I mean the crowd.
Oh, the crowd is singing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, lots of that.
Is he done? He's all done singing?
Yeah, we've been having people file out like one by one for like 15 or so.
Yeah.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Much better.
That's better.
You got me now? Better?
Yeah, better.
Okay.
There you go.
Now we're good?
Yeah.
Much worse now. Well, this almost never happens with me, so you can all hear me now. It's better?
Yeah, it's way better, Andy.
Okay. Good. Sorry about that. Thanks for holding it down. So, Paul is still in there or not?
He has not come out yet.
Wow. So let's keep the camera on him. Any sign of Julian yet? Because we sent him the link.
Yeah, I sent it.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. That almost never happens on when I'm doing this stuff, especially live. Sorry about that, but it happens.
You're good.
We're not supposed to be live on Tuesdays. I'm off. This is the off night, you see. Kind of not surprised now though that he did something this week because, he's been in America. He was at the Super Bowl, and you got the SNL stuff now. So I guess we're not too surprised, are we?
No.
There's a barricade.
Should've,
All right. We'll work on it. At least I can be heard.
Should have. When I saw the posts on socials that today his photographer was on his way to New York and Pablo, his sound guy, was on his way to New York. In my mind, I was just thinking, oh, it must be for the SNL gigs. But based on the time frame, I should have been a better sleuth and figured it out.
To go to New York or not go to New York, Joan? That was our debate today.
It was rough. I have had a lot of heartache today.
I know, but you follow your gut. You follow your gut, and your gut tells you that it's probably a one and done. Now, while Kyle is looking for Paul, and he's looking for Paul, we know that the poster, which was absolutely fantastic poster, I think we all want that poster now, right?
Yes.
It said Bowery, February 2025.
Yeah.
No date. And the other gigs that are scheduled at the Bowery were moved. So we were like, maybe he'll do more than one night. But then we talked, and you, exact Matt, that's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Joan accurately said, look, a lot of bands are in town that are rehearsing for this SNL 50 thing. They're probably going to need the stage too to rehearse. And that probably seems very likely. Because I'm telling you, me and the MVP would have been in a car to New York right now, waiting online for tomorrow's show.
Right, exactly. I mean, of course, we could be totally wrong. He could be doing multiple nights, but I would just be very shocked. There's a big group of people that are slated to perform, not just on Friday at Radio City, but on the Sunday event as well. And
right.
They could not use Radio City for rehearsals, so they needed another venue. And maybe Paul hadn't committed to the night he wanted to be there, so that's why they didn't put a date on the poster.
That's why they didn't put a date on it, but pretty incredible when you think about it. Just a surprise gig. And the video that we saw from Julian, small place. I mean, 575 people. And I've been to the Bowery a couple times.
Yeah.
To see the Fab Four. Have you ever been there?
No, I have never been there.
Small gig.
And also, I'm hearing rumors on the scene that there was only 50 tickets available.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Really? So in other words, that was only 50 that were given out to buy.
That's what I heard.
It was
total rumor, but that the rest were all for VIP and influencers and that sort of thing.
So when you think about 575 people, 50 of the average Joes who can only get a ticket.
Yeah,
that's not too many. And you would have had to queue up at probably 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. Damn it, to do it.
Well, the other rumor that I think is probably true is that some industry folks had an advance notice at around 10 a.m. and they got to the venue right around 10 because a person, not someone I know, it's one of those friend of a friend cases, but that she worked at Madison Square Gardens.
Right.
Got a little rumor, and she was there right at 10 and was the third person in line.
She was
Is
the
there any
third
chance I
person
just
in
saw
line.
Lawrence Schuber? Is that?
Turn that camera around.
He's gone.
Oh man.
Well, Steve Holly I could see because he lives in New York. I got to make Kyle bigger. Can I do that? Let me see if I can make Kyle. You mind if we make Kyle a little bigger so we can see the crowd there, Joan?
No. You can block me out.
No, let's try to make it a little bigger so we can see Kyle. We want to see Kyle's
There we
screen.
go.
Not me, Kyle.
There, we got him. That's bigger.
Little better.
That's better.
All right, let's see. Let's look for Paul coming out of that. Now, Jack White started a gig at 8:00, and Jack White left the show early because he had a gig. So maybe like Joan said, maybe Paul's going there.
He left during Obla Di Obla Da.
Yeah,
no, not actually because he didn't like the song.
No, Kyle, turn your phone landscape if you can. Now we can't see it though. Now we got to crane our necks to see it.
Yeah.
Leave it the other way.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Sorry.
It's this split view.
That'd be so cool.
Let's see if we see him coming out. Let me go back. Let me see if I can just change all the other views to make sure we get Kyle. No, I think the best one for Kyle is the one we had. Hold on, this one. Yeah. Let's keep the Maca watch up. So he has not left yet.
No, and the venue's almost cleared out. Like, I don't know how many interviews we can do with people who were in there.
That's all right. You're there. You're there, buddy. You're there in the moment.
We heard the kick drum.
So by all accounts, it was a very similar set list to the Got Back set list with some subtractions. It wasn't a full Got Back set list, but it was pared down, right, Joan?
Right. I think what he played for maybe a couple hours, or what time did it start? 6:30, an hour and a half.
6:30, and it was over by 8:30. And although, if you haven't seen yet, there were no new songs from the new album played. If that's what people were wondering, I know James Liverani was hinting that maybe a song or two from the new album would be played. That did not happen. But we can tell you out there in Two Legs Viewers Lands that he did play From You to You. So he snuck that back in.
Yeah, that's a good one too. And
he
played Now and Then as well.
Now and Then in an intimate gig. You wouldn't think that would be a song that would work in a venue like that.
Yeah, well, I think that'd be one that since it just won the Grammy, most people would want to
hear it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nick Syrett says he would have hopped on a plane tonight if there were a chance. Of course he would have.
Of course, Nick. We would have met you there.
We would have met you there. The MVP says, I hope we get to see a boot of this. I don't know if we're going to see that because they were probably very strict about it.
It's a no-phones venue.
No phones venue, right, Kyle? Yeah. Matt says it's a great venue. I want to make sure that we say hello to everybody that we got screwed up with in the beginning with the sound. Who's on here, too? Jay's here. Mr. Broadstreet. James Martinez is here as well. Very cool. No new songs, but yeah. Matt says there's a bar downstairs, so there may be an after party. Well, maybe. But people are still hanging out. Should be cool. So what do we know about the Sunday SNL thing yet, Joan? Do we know any details about that yet?
I know that it's at 30 Rock. It's in the SNL's, normal studio, so very, very small, less than 400 people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe any tickets were sold for that, and that it's all invite VIP industry.
Very, very industry connected people thing. Yeah. No, Ed. They did not play the playout version of No Lonely Nights at the gig. No. MVP is asking, was it the usual? I don't know if the venue had video screens there. MVP. I don't think it did.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I don't think this was. From my memories of the Bowery, it's just a small little venue. I don't think they're set up for that kind of stuff. And the video we saw from Julian was really tight quarters. I mean, think about it: 575 people. That's basically a big New York City bar. I mean, really, when you think about it.
Hot City Horns were there, though.
They were there.
Yes. So I don't know how they fit everybody on the stage, but they were hanging out outside in the tequila bar right before the show. And then Julian saw them going in, so they were definitely there.
Do we know if Julian's okay? I know he probably is freezing cold. The poor lad wanted to get in. He didn't get a ticket. He stayed outside the whole time. He was freezing, and we haven't heard from him. But he's been out there the whole day.
Yeah.
Let's have Kyle join again, and let's get rid of this one here. Hi, buddy. We lost you, Kyle, but you're back.
I know. My phone is beyond wet from the snow, but we're Andy's gonna buy me a new one, so it's all good.
That's right, because he's working on something that's going to help us do that, isn't he? Oh, and I just got a text from Ken Womack, and Ken has just sent me the full set, okay, which is already out on Setlist. Okay. Hard Day's Night, Letting Go. And Joan, you confirmed this anyway. We'll just say it officially. Hard Day's Night, Letting Go, Got to Get You Into My Life, From Me to You, as we mentioned, Let Me Roll It, Let It Be in the 6th slot, Hey Jude, Obladi, Now and Then, Blackbird, I've Just Seen a Face, Golden Slumbers, You Never Give Me Your Money, Carry That Weight at the End, and My Valentine. That's not from. That sounds a little different from what we heard.
You even played My Valentine at Bowery.
Well, it is almost Valentine's Day.
Oh, true. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's a different order than Julian reported.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And then you also said he played "Come On to Me," and I don't see that in this set list.
Yeah, I'm not sure if was Ken there at the show.
Ken was not there. He just sent me something on setlist.fm. So that may not be 100% accurate, and they're not. But Joe Mantaneo says, Kyle, thank you for videoing. Hello, Elliot.
It's the least I can do.
That's okay. We're just going to watch. Any chance of a second show somewhere else? Any chance that Paul will show up to the SNL Radio CityCon? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. He's in the area. Nick Syrett, two comments. Setlist online is often wrong this early, which is probably true. It's probably not accurate yet. And then Nick said, remind me, why don't we think he'll play tomorrow? Tonight seems a bit early as a prep for Sunday night. Well, Joan, you can speak to this. He may not want to do 2 gigs in a row, right? To with The Voice.
Yeah, maybe not. And I mean, he might. It's 50-50, I would say.
Because a lot of people talk about that performance in 2011 with Maybe I'm Amazed and all that stuff, and that's why he didn't sound so great. But his voice has improved dramatically since 2011.
Yeah, much better. And I'm not thinking about what he wants to do. I'm thinking more about the fact that other acts are going to have to utilize that space.
Stand back!
Uh-oh, stand back.
Stand back. Here we go.
Yeah.
We do appreciate you dealing with the cold and watching for our hero.
Yeah, it looks so freezing there.
We got CBS here. We got Pix 11 here.
We got 2 legs here. We don't need anybody else. We got 2 legs there. We are the outlet for this crap. You think CBS is going to cover this like we are? Absolutely not. They're waiting, so he's gonna come out. We're staying on until he comes out of that venue, and this poor lad is gonna freeze his ass off. But it's okay.
I think that's got to be his only way out. So he's got to come out there. I think.
Okay.
Hey, Tom.
Oh, we got Tom Agnotti there.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on? How's it going
buddy.
out there?
We're warm and cozy.
We're warm and cozy. Kyle's not. We're just waiting for Macca, man. You're welcome, Matt. You're very welcome. Hey, did not think this was going to happen today. I was actually working on some 2-leg stuff with Kyle, and all of a sudden at 12 o'clock, hey, Andy, I'm playing a gig at the Bowery. Phone blown up. And I'm sure all of our phones did.
Do you guys want me to ask him about the Back to the Egg archive if I can get his ear?
Please.
No, ask him if he's playing tomorrow.
Yeah, ask him if he's doing a gig tomorrow.
If he is, I'm getting on the 4 a.m. train.
It would be. Well, we hedged our bets there, and we followed. Joan doesn't think that he will, so right. So we'll see.
Feel a lot of pressure here, Andy.
Well, if we hear rumblings in the night that another gig's happening, guess what? We'll be going there, and we'll get.
You're going, right?
We'll go there if we find out that. Yeah. Tom's in the house. He
No, I
did
just
kill
want
it.
to pop in and say hi for a second. And it looks like Kyle's nice and cozy. Keep him warm.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Kyle, what time did you get there?
Oh, this whole night has been a blur. Honestly, I want to say I left around 7:30, got here like quarter to 8. Then he ended around 8:30. So I saw the last like little bit.
All right, Kyle. Now that we're 4 screens this way, Kyle, try turning your phone the other way, because when we had the 1, 2, 3 kind of thing going on, there we go. That's a little better.
No, that's good.
That's actually pretty good. Now, can I spotlight him? Because nobody needs to see our faces. We'll put Kyle up. Hold on. Let me see if
Do
I
we
can
know
do
what
this.
do we know what he played yet?
Yeah, we have an early report. Womack already sent me a text of the early set list, but it may be inaccurate. Julian was texting Joan and gave us kind of detailed play-by-play, and so we've heard nothing new. There's been nothing new, Tom. It's basically a watered-down, got-back set list.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
But he did play now and then.
Okay, cool. So he's going to keep that going.
Yep. Well, and as Joan said, it just won a Grammy, so why not play it?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Let me see, Kyle. I want to see if I can make Kyle.
Some people coming out.
Yeah, hold on.
That's not their car.
No.
Well, let's just look for the security guards. Hold on. They're waiting. Any of the other fans on the run there that Joan, that you know of in your circle of fan groups?
Sue lives in California. Marianne was in Boston visiting her family. Anna was there, but when she saw it sold out, she didn't go because she, found out.
No way. What about the one
and-
fan from Queens? The one I met in Manchester.
That's Marianne.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and she was just too far away.
Oh,
She
shoot.
thought about it, and then I honestly, I think if you weren't in Brooklyn or Manhattan or Queens, you had no chance.
You could have been in Queens or Brooklyn, and you still may not have gotten there on time. Let's be honest. If what you're saying is true, and they only gave 50 tickets away. I
mean, Julian was 1 mile away. He ran there. He was there before 12:10, and
he probably just missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, he said probably about 20 people ahead of him was where they cut the line.
Wow.
Heartbreaking. It hurts a lot to be here and not see the show, but imagine being there and not seeing the show.
Right. Well, you'd be doing what Kyle's doing right now.
We heard the show, we just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Right, and Julian heard the show, and that's how he was updating Joan, because he could hear the songs.
And every time the door would open up, he would run up, and he did peek through the door. He did see him playing.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Yeah.
And then the crowd was yelling, "Open the door! Open the door!"
And let him in. And let him in.
And they didn't keep the door open.
Yeah. Well, listen, our fingers are crossed for that day to hopefully happen. We'll take a 10-minute Zoom call with them. I mean, anything. Anything.
No, we will.
Anything, exactly. But thank you, Rory. Hopefully. Come on, Stuart Bell. Follow our podcast. I know you must.
I would hope that his team knows that there's podcasts out there about him.
Yeah, there's podcasts out there about them, but there's only 2 legs.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Joan, I'll see you next week. MVP, see you next week. Can't wait.
Yep. Talk
Bye,
to you later,
Tom. Later, brother. Oh, so Kyle, now we have a good view there, Kyle. Let's keep that up. Very good.
It's a good thing I haven't worked out this year. My arms are nice and rested.
This is why you need the selfie stick that the people can walk around with, and then you could just hold that up.
I can only use my selfie camera, so tell me if the view is askew.
This is perfect.
Okay.
This is absolutely perfect. And perfect, man.
Now, a couple people told me there is a bar.
Yeah, thank you, bro. He had a good Samaritan move the camera for me.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
What, Joan?
A couple people told me there's a bar under this club. It could be an after party in the bar.
Yeah, but it's already 9 o'clock, and I'm sure it's snowing out. I don't think he's going to stay out, Yeah. Yes, he did, David. Yeah. I mean, I know they said it's a no phone venue, but somebody always is sneaky and gets something.
Yeah,
Something. We'll see. Or they'll just keep something recording. I mean, is it a venue that they make you put your phone in the little pouch thing, like Bob Dylan concerts? You got to put it inside like the Yonder thing and keep. Is it like that, or they just is it on the honor system?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kyle, you're getting some love there from the MVP. Love Kyle hand on the run. You're doing great, Kyle. We appreciate you.
Thank you. It's a labor of love.
Ralph says Kyle's hand must be tired.
It's really in the arm, but good pun.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Come on, Macca. Come out of those doors and just say hi. And then get into your car and go back to your hotel.
So they've been clearing a path for this SUV for the last, 2 hours or something. So
Yeah.
it hasn't, nobody's taken it yet. So I wonder if that's just his car parked out front.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a sign on the front that says MPL1?
On the front?
Yeah, like on the front
I can't
windshield.
verify that from the front windshields.
Look.
Oh, here, let's see.
But don't lose your spot either.
I'm not going anywhere. I think we'll know if it's his or not soon enough.
Yeah.
Not one hand clapping, as James Martinez says, one hand recording. That's right. Vinny Christopher in the house. Vin, you need to be here more regularly, my man. Vinny saw Paul
I heard
McCartney
a
way
lot
back
of
in the day.
great
Go ahead.
stories from my fellow people waiting outside.
Yeah.
Mainly, I just live around here and saw this crowd and was like, hey, what's this? And just stayed out here for, over an hour.
Is there anybody there talking about them being at the show that you want to maybe talk to?
Being in the being...
Were they there? Were they there at the gig? And they're just hanging?
No, well, I can... no, the people around me are mainly ones that were hanging outside with me.
Okay. So they didn't come out of the doors and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of left a little while ago.
Nick says, "Don't run out of power on that mobile phone."
You know what's funny? You know what happened? Somebody came up here around. Gosh, is that Rusty?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's Rusty.
All right,
That's Brian. And
let's
Abe.
go. Let's go.
Brian.
Hold it up.
So he went into a little after party. Rusty! Tell me where to move it.
Higher, so we can see. There you go, buddy. I'll make. Don't worry. You'll be duly compensated for this work.
Give me a new arm.
That's the view. That's the one.
Okay, that's the view. I don't know. I think I was on mute before, but somebody came up and I thought they were trying to get by. So I was like, "Oh, there's a barricade," and she's like, "Oh no, we're trying to get in." I was like, "Honey, it's 8:30." I was like, "What did you think it started?"
Well, it was a weird start time for a Paul concert. Let's face it, 6:30.
Yeah, but if you have one of the tickets that make it work, do your research. Come on.
You're right. So we saw Brian and we saw Rusty. If we see Wicks and Abe,
maybe Abe in the back wearing the hat.
This is nothing like fence watching, Joan. Is that what you call you guys selves? What's your nickname you guys give yourselves for the fence people? Fence watchers. What is it?
No. You mean the limo watchers?
No, like when you go to the gig and you're on the front row, the rail watch. What do you guys call yourselves? You guys have a name for yourself when you're all on the front row of the rail at the gig. You gave yourselves a nickname. You told me when you were in England.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yeah. You guys all have a nickname for yourselves on the front rail or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I just call myself lucky then.
True.
The suspense is killing me. with the snow falling too. All right, more security people, maybe.
Can't see.
That looks familiar.
Oh. Up.
Oh, the door's open.
Up.
Ah,
Camera up.
Up.
I'm trying. So I won't pan right now, but the SUV front door is open. So
Okay, drum roll, please.
this is riveting radio.
Listen, we're watching, baby. We're live. And again, as I often say in the show, if you don't want to watch us, turn us off.
Yeah. And the crowd's pretty silent too. We're all waiting.
Let me see if that set list got updated, because sometimes it does. Let's see there, Dr. Womack. Let's see. Oh, it has been updated. Okay. Kyle, I'm going to read more of the set list if you want. Let me just stop me if he comes out, okay?
How's the angle?
The angle's great.
Good,
Perfect.
good.
Okay.
All right, so the updated set list right now has 23 songs. Hard Day's Night, Letting Go, Got to Get You Into My Life, Let Me Roll It, My Valentine in the 5th spot. That makes sense.
Yep.
1985, Maybe I'm Amazed, I've Just Seen a Face, From Me to You, Vanderbilt, Blackbird, Come On to Me, Joan, like you said, Jet, woo, she said, Obla di Obla da, Get Back, Now and Then, Lady Madonna, Let It Be, Hey Jude, Golden Slumbers medley, the end. That sounds like that's probably what the show is, right?
Yeah, that's what Julian said.
Okay, so it just wasn't updated yet. So 23 songs at the Secret Show.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let me highlight this comment here. Did Paul have to pay congestion toll? Vinnie Christopher might win comment of the night here in New York City.
Yeah, that's why they increased the price for the Venus and Mars Fest vinyl.
That's right. Let me go back to the comments here. Yeah, that Ralph. There's the set list. Duke says watch. Yeah, David says watch. He slipped out the back door probably. Gabby says, will he go on Jack White's show tonight? Well, that's what Joan had hypothesized. That's why that Jack White left, and maybe he just snuck out and went to go there. I can't make Kyle the screen because he'd have to be the host. I'm trying. Russ says, this is so cool if we only had this back in the day. Well, we're doing it now.
Yeah.
Pete Best is not here yet. The full screen is what he means. 61 years ago today, the Beatles played. He played DC during a blizzard on the 12th Carnegie Hall. And now on the 11th, a little snowstorm.
Yeah.
Louisa, hi everyone. Woke up in the middle of the night to find this great surprise. Great reporting. Ooh. I hear stuff. Nope. Hello, Brad. Kyle sore hand in the house.
Keep coming.
Don't listen to Andy. Don't turn them off ever, or you miss wonderful content. Okay. If they both put a display on SNL together, I hope he sits in with Jack White tonight. Yeah, that would be cool.
Sorry.
Laura. No, the gig's over, honey. Elliot says that he has a friend that got into the gig. Yeah, do we know anybody that actually got inside of the gig personally? No, right?
No.
We don't. Boyan, I'm on YouTube. Boyan Archer just messaged me. No, Boyan. I'm live. Go on YouTube, mate. That's our adopted son from down under. Paul and Paul Simon. Well, they'll be there.
Oh, so would I. Like to see Paul and Paul Simon.
Yeah, have you heard from Julian? MVP is asking. Is he okay?
I haven't heard anything. I just texted him and said, where are you? Are you there? I'm actually looking for him in the crowd. Kyle, he's wearing a New York Yankees hat, by the way, in case you see somebody.
You know, it's worth mentioning that nobody's left. Everybody's like, nobody's been like, oh, it's taking too long. Everyone's,
Yeah. Well, it's just a little after 9 o'clock here on the East Coast. So.
Yeah.
In New York, that's nothing. You know, it could be anything. So Elliot has a friend that got it.
Wait.
Ooh. I got to make him bigger. Can I make Kyle's?
I think he was just messing with us.
Oh, man.
You'll see his security come out first, for sure.
Hello, Mike. Surprise, surprise. Well, you messaged me, so yeah, I know. What time is it now? What time is it down there? Is it like in the afternoon? There he is. The proud owner of Rushes on vinyl, Boyan Archer.
Hi, Boyo.
Boyo's here. Boyo, the influencer of and telling us to just spend more. Get this, get that, get this, get that.
How can you let it go?
It's 1 p.m. in Down Under. Okay. Elliot says this reminds when Ringo played the bottom line a few days before the VH1 Storyteller, which was probably in 1997 or 8, I want to say. Yeah, South Jersey's going to get crippled with more snow this time. We're okay. We're okay this time up here, up north. A couple days later, who knows? Oh, there's another phone.
Oh,
come on.
That phone down.
He's coming up.
Kyle, you should just like scream. You should just be like, just scream the most geekiest, nerdiest, like Maca thing when he comes out. Just like something.
Subscribe to Two Legs.
Throw him a button if you have one.
I wish. Hey, these are my legs.
Yes. Oh, there's Boyo. There's some love for Boyo from the MVP. Thank you, Matt. I'm really. I do apologize for the audio at the beginning of this. They're very unlike me. Must have been some kind of setting on this in here. Boyo, I'm going to send it to you right now. Ooh. Hold on, son. I'm going to send it to you right now.
What?
There you go.
23 songs. Oh, Ed. Not the time or place, Ed. Oh, here you go. Elliot says for you to Kyle, scream out, Paul, why didn't you do Mary Had a Little Lamb?
So that'll make you
That's
really
a good
happy.
one. Yeah. No, I want to say release Yvonne.
Oh. Yeah, that's what you yell, Kyle. You just scream. You say, Paul, Yvonne's the one, man.
Because everyone's singing Hey Jude, Let It Be. I just
no.
Yvonne's the one. I've been
just start singing it.
On.
He'll go, what the hell is that? Well, we got all these. David says, scream, stamp out the Beatles. Russ says, scream out, back to the Egg Rocks, box set, please.
No, more like, it's pretty good. You should give it another listen. I hear your son's friend likes it.
Yeah. Hot takes. You gotta scream out things that like would totally just derail him, like Yvonne. Beatly Tone is not here in the chat. Oh, there he is, Mr. Hot Take himself. Just scream the words "press to play."
Yes.
Oh, DJ Reed, just say Venus and Mars are all right tonight. Scream "Archive is alive!" Question mark.
Archive, alive or dead?
No, Beatly Tone is not in the chat tonight. But I'm sure he'll catch up. Come on. James Martinez says, this is great. Reminds me of when I was hoping to hear a new McCartney release in 79, hoping for him to tour the U.S. Was not to be. Oh, yes, we will talk soon. A reunion's on the way in December in the U.K. Beatletti, I found out too late. Would you have went? Yeah. You know, we had a little thing called work that kind of got in the way and just can't just leave work in the middle of the day to go queue up. And even if I did, I would have never got there in time. Joan's a few hours away from New York. I'm a good hour away. It would never have happened.
No.
That's why we were wondering, hedging our bets, saying, should we just go tonight and maybe hopefully he'll play tomorrow, but we don't think that's going to happen. He plays tomorrow. If he plays tomorrow, Joan, you're going to have FOMO, Joan.
I'm going to be very, very upset. Very, very upset.
Elliot says, hey, Paul, when's Susie and the Red Stripes getting back together?
That's a good one.
Ed says, say Thrillington. That's a good one. Quick word answer. Work and distance was our enemy today. Indeed. Well, in this case, you couldn't apply the life is short by the tickets philosophy with this one MVP because, there were no tickets to buy. They were gone.
Yeah. Yeah, money wasn't the problem.
Yeah. And they were $50 to the tickets that they sold. They were all GA, $50, Joan, right? There were no tiered pricing because I was talking to the MVP earlier, and she was like, I was thinking for tickets for this, they'd be like $500. And I said, no, just one flat fee, right?
I think it was $50 cash only. That's what I think.
Cash only.
I think
Look
so.
at the cash making a return now in 2024. Yeah, you can tap to pay and do all these things, but man, look at cash. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
No.
Ringo never, Pete Best forever. No, we can't say that, David. Come on now.
No.
Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. Do you think this is yes, that's likely what it is, brother. Oh, another good one, Ed said. Say pizza and fairy tales.
Oh.
And that, Kyle, that's your jam, man. That's your
my
jam. That's your jam bootleg. I know it is.
You know what? If the door's open, I could probably scream that. He might hear it.
He might. Matt TC says, I work in Midtown, got to the venue 20 minutes after the announcements, and it was already sold out. That's what I'm saying. If you're Julian was a mile away. Matt was 20 minutes. So he works in Midtown, which is not too far away, and was already sold out. If you were uptown, you weren't getting there, let alone another borough.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Doc Dacus is here too. Wow. What are we talking about all these other drummers for? We're not going to ask him those questions. Come on now. Don't hear nothing from Jimmy Nickel. Nothing. Wow. 9:15. The gig ended, 45 minutes ago and ended at 8:30? He must be having a Macarita, which he had at the Super Bowl. Did you see him drinking it?
Yeah, I did.
In the booth next to, who was he next? Was he next to Swifty's parents or whatever?
No, it was with, what's his face? Adam Sandler and the other actor.
Yeah. Somebody actually made a good point. They could have put Taylor and Paul. You got Taylor there and Paul. Make them the halftime show for a little duet.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Ebony and Ivory for 2025. Not whatever that trash was that was on.
That would have been a sweet idea.
Have the two of them play.
Yeah.
Paul and Taylor Swift. Come on. Oh, older generation and the new generation. That would have been a good deal. Some guy with a car on the stage singing. What is that? What is that? Come on. But he was there when we talked, and we weren't sure if he was going to go to the Super Bowl, but he's in the area. Oh, that's right. Jimmy Nickel's still waiting here in the airport in Australia. Hey, but they gave him a ring, though. Or something. They gave him something. They gave him a little thank you or something. Elliot says, was Sean Lennon in the affluence or any Beatle-related people? Oh, in the audience. Do you think people like Tom Frangione and David Frick got in? Elliot, I can tell you that Tom Frangione did not get in because I spoke to him today. Tom asked Sirius XM, and they did not get in. I asked him.
That's unbelievable, right?
He did not get in. So you would think, I'm sure maybe some Sirius XM suits did get in.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah. And maybe David Frick did, senior editor, Rolling Stone. They do that show together. Maybe they got in. I don't know. We'll see. Kyle, I don't want to make you wait too long, man. But if you get tired, you just let me know, and we'll save your arm.
I'm good for it.
All right.
I want to talk to some people I met, but I have a feeling as soon as I do that, I'm going to jinx it. They'll come out.
Do it. Go ahead. Get a hot take. Do it. Oh, Paul Rudd and Adam Sandler. Do it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, good.
Mm-mm.
Nick says off the topic, but McCartney 2 off the ground.
I see cameras.
Okay. Depends on what day of the week, Nick, but right now I'll say McCartney 2. Oh, don't freeze. Don't freeze.
Am I back?
Yes.
That's his security guy there.
Here we go.
One of them. That's his advanced guy.
See, Joan knows all these people. That's why she's here.
The expert.
Thank you, Uncle Paul.
I see him.
You do?
Where?
There he is. You see him?
No.
Wait.
Yvonne's the one!
There he is!
The one!
Oh.
There he is, man!
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
All right!
The one!
Two legs, man!
2 legs! Oh! Yvonne's the one! Yvonne's the one! I'm the king!
Yes! Awesome!
Oh.
You saw it, man! You did it!
You did it, Kyle?
Have you never been that close?
No, I've never. Sorry for yelling in your ear, man.
No! We told you. He said I knew he was going to go with Yvonne's the one. I knew it. Yes! Awesome!
Oh my gosh.
You are the
feel?
man! Hello.
It's over.
Now he can bring his arm down. He's like, oh Jesus, thank
Was it worth
Christ.
the wait?
Yeah.
Was it worth the wait? It was worth the wait.
Yes, it was awesome.
You got in?
Yeah, got it.
Oh, can I talk to you?
Oh, talk
my
to him.
God.
Yeah, they were there at the show. Talk to him. Yeah,
Okay.
go.
Oh, you can talk to you. We'll all talk. What's up? So I'm with the podcast Two Legs, or a Paul McCartney podcast. So did you wait online for tickets?
Yes.
12:20 something. You live in New Jersey.
How'd they get there? They live in Jersey.
So when did you wait in line?
We can't hear her, Kyle. You're gonna have to.
Okay,
we
so
can't hear
I'm gonna
her.
repeat you a little bit. Okay, so you got here around 12:30. Okay, it was already sold out.
We were waiting to.
You're waiting down the block in a makeshift line. So it was not an organized. You were there. Yeah. All the bouncers were telling you to leave, but you stayed. The news was there. Yeah. They interviewed you guys. Okay. Yeah. So how did you get a ticket if they... Okay, here's the thing. We were ready for so long.
Yeah. Can't.
So left, got lunch, came back. With the guy standing there. Right there, glasses. That was the tour manager.
It was Mark Hamilton.
Yeah.
Just go and talk to him. Yeah. Yeah. Is there any chance you have to stand at my tickets? Yeah. Oh no.
What?
Okay.
What happened? What happened?
She said that the tour manager British.
That's what's his name,
Sorry,
John?
good point. The Scottish tour manager said there was no way I'm letting in with that Chelsea hat.
Oh.
Yeah. Or yeah. That's waiting there. Yeah. There's no more room, but you never
She
know.
came from
Just
Jersey.
wait. Just wait. You waited, so you were there in line from 12:30 until 6:40. You left for it, but did you have people like waiting for you in line? We got their blessing. I know how it works. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Hi.
Wish we could hear this.
So your friend from Chicago
Can you give them the phone so we can hear them? Because
Well,
we can't
it's in
hear
my
them.
AirPods. Wait.
Oh, can you?
Oh,
Can
so
you?
you're from Chicago? Oh, wait. Hold on.
Can you disconnect from the AirPod so we can hear?
Yeah. Okay. So,
You guys got it.
okay. How's the audio now?
Great. Now, yeah, there we go.
Okay. What's up? Sorry. So we're with the Paul McCartney podcast called Two Legs. So we're just trying to get a scoop on what happened.
So, right where I left off, I'm sorry if I'm messing up the story. It's so friggin' cold out here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our friend had to leave at around 5. Yeah. For the airport.
Lower Kyle.
Yeah, she had a flight tonight. She had to go back home. So she left. We still waited around 6:40. We went up to the guy. We asked him like, "Hey," he didn't let us speak anymore. He just went out like this with his hand. And he's like, "There's 2 wristbands. Go in there."
Wait, so how many of you?
Just us 2, because she had left, and I was so.
Oh, you're stealing them? Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're a podcast. We're a Paul McCartney podcast. We're the real news outlet.
We're live. Tell them they're live.
Okay.
So we got in there, and they made us put our phones away immediately. So you had called me right in the moment that we got in, and I was like, "Hey, we just got in. I'll call you later. Bye." And then they made us put our phones away. We went inside. That's it.
Wow.
They asked us what our names were. They thought we were on the list. We were like,
Yeah.
"I just let us in," and they were like, "All right."
Yeah.
Wow.
So how many of you?
Just me and Hannah. Just me and my
Just the
friend.
2 of you.
And then she
I
knew,
rushed back here.
yeah.
And you rushed back, but there was no.
But I like begged them to let me in, but no dice.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Oh, I'm
lower the
so
phone so we
sorry.
can. Kyle, we can't see their faces, man.
Oh, well, I'm trying to do their the audio.
No, we
Okay.
can hear them. We're
Gotta
good.
get snowing and it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cold outside.
Yeah.
Okay, friends.
Now I grab you, and I'll
Yes.
put it right back after you switch. Go ahead.
You're good. You're good. Okay. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
So we're with the Two Legs Paul McCartney podcast.
Hi, two legs.
So do you guys have any questions?
How was it?
How was it?
How was it?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, he really fit a lot into a very like compact, running time. We're used to shows that go about 3 hours with Paul. But here,
So when was the last time you saw him?
I saw him at MetLife.
I was there too.
Yeah, his 80th birthday show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We're all there.
The interesting thing, he ended the set with like an Abbey Road medley, which I thought was a beautiful way to end the set, and it also felt very intimate being in this kind of venue.
I bet.
So it was good. It was a mix of Beatles, Wings, and I was very, very, very grateful just to be in there and see him. Such an intimate set.
Yeah. How was Now and Then?
It was that was very, very special. And he said, "Thank you, John. Thank you, John." Multiple times, which meant so much to hear here in New York City. And he sprinkled some anecdotes throughout too, which were really special. And he said that just yesterday or sometime this week, he'd been listening to like the Beatles station. I don't know if
The Sirius XM, like the
I
Beatles
don't know if
channel?
he meant, I assume he meant Sirius XM.
Oh, okay.
He was like, and he said he heard a song. He was like, I don't even recognize this song. So that was kind of a cute little tidbit from him.
Yeah.
It was more like personal. You could kind of like hear over the usual screaming and Beatlemania.
It wasn't like the
Nice to hear.
same Jimi Hendrix story over and over.
No, it was not. I mean, like he still did the Hey Jude, where it's like now the girls sing, now the guys.
Oh, okay.
So some of the stuff was similar,
Yeah.
but it did feel a little more personal in that he sprinkled in a few like tidbits. So
So when you were waiting outside for 6 hours,
yeah,
right, like did you feel like it wasn't going to happen, or like what made you stay?
did, but we were so close. I was like, Paul is right here.
Yeah.
If there's any chance that I could get in, it would be within the next however many minutes. And I was like, okay, if they want to fill the house, maybe they need someone on standby. And Wendy and I were towards the front, so we were like, let's just hold on until like the show starts. And sure enough, like I think it was around 6:30 when like the tour manager kind of pulled us aside. I think don't quote me on that. I don't know. So maybe it wasn't the tour manager, but
I think
someone who we schmoozed with was like,
Yeah.
all right, come in, and we very discreetly went in, and so
Wow.
grateful.
So for the 6 hours, was it really just a couple of you outside?
No, there were a lot of people. I
But
mean,
only you two got in.
yeah, only the two. We were in the very front after all that time. So we're very lucky that we were in the front of the line that remained, you know, because a lot of people dwindled out throughout the day. They had to go back to work and everything.
But you were in front, so the two of you.
Yeah, and we kind of were like going up every now and again and like talking to people. And one of the guys we talked to was the one who kind of remembered us.
Yeah.
Like, all right, come here.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. No, I really appreciate it. I wanted to bring in everyone with me because it was a great day of like bonding with Beatles fans. So I really wish, you know, more people could, but hopefully he's got more shows to see.
Yeah. Are you a big Paul fan?
Oh yeah, big Paul fan. Me and my besties over here, we met over the Beatles.
Really?
Yeah, we met in some of us met in Strawberry Fields together.
Oh, for like the Lennon annual.
Yeah, so the annual thing. So a lot of our life has been devoted.
Yeah.
So this was very special.
Can we talk Paul? Can you tell me some of your favorite like Paul solo stuff? This is a Paul solo channel.
Oh yeah, I mean Ram is one of probably one of my favorite albums of all time,
For
top
sure.
5. And also, I love Wings. If that's also part of your review.
All of it.
And I was really glad that he played some Wings songs tonight.
Yeah.
He played, Let Me Roll It, 1985.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I'm blanking, but
I got you.
I love his solo work. I think
Tell her to sub. Tell her to subscribe.
Yeah, so it's 2 legs. So like on Ram, the song 3 legs.
Yeah.
You have 3 legs.
Okay.
2 legs. It's pretty super.
I will absolutely look that up.
It's on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You guys have an Instagram too?
We do, yeah.
Hey, Kyle, can you ask them how close to the stage they were able to
How
get?
close to the stage were you?
Oh, we were in the back.
The back?
Towards the back, yeah.
Towards the back.
There were a lot of
But you were on the right side of the door.
Yeah.
I mean, as opposed to out here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. Like us. Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, check
I'd
out.
love to like sub and
Check out 2 legs.
part of the community.
Yeah. Andy, do you have an Instagram?
We do. 2 Legs Podcast.
Yeah.
Just 2 like
2 legs.
YouTube, Instagram, the whole 9. We do a live show.
It's
We
the
do a
number
show
2,
every
right?
week. 2, the number 2.
Yeah. It's new show every Saturday. There's like authors and
Awesome. Yeah. No, I'm
yeah.
into that.
Solo
Yeah.
Paul. Yeah.
Paul solo.
yeah, it's all Paul solo.
I'm gonna eat that up.
Yeah. We go live like every Sunday and we just like talk to, everyone in the chat and stuff.
I record this here or is it only live?
No, it's for pre-recorded stuff too. But yeah, I mean, you'll see yourselves on it. That's one reason to sub, right? This is live right now.
That's awesome.
Wait, so what are your names again?
I'm Lydia.
Well, you're the Apple Scrubs?
The Apple
Oh,
Scrubs.
that's so
We actually
sweet.
met because of the Beatles.
Yeah.
We met at Strawberry
At Strawberry
Fields.
Fields.
Like
yeah,
10 years
we
ago.
saw Paul at Barclays Center. We saw him at MetLife. So, and you
Oh
saw
my
him in
God.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa.
We met once at Strawberry Fields. We only spoke that once. And
Yeah.
he posted, hey, like, Paul's coming to St. Louis in my hometown.
Yeah.
Come, and I was like, I will.
Oh, there.
I only met
There
him,
you go.
like, that night.
I bonded with her.
And so
That's so sweet.
Lydia is a Beatles scholar. She actually spoke at a Liverpool Beatles conference.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Tell her-
Andy, you went to school in Liverpool for the Beatles.
I got my
right?
master's at Liverpool Hope University. Yes, I lived there for
that's where
2
the conference
years.
was.
That's where the conference was.
Yes, I went. That was my school. That's my alma mater. Yes.
There you go.
Oh,
So
that's
now you have to
incredible.
subscribe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You got 3
So,
subscribers.
Do you
Definitely.
So did you guys hear what I shouted at him?
No.
Do you know the song "Yvonne's the One"?
I'm
don't think
not.
Oh my gosh.
Bootleg.
It's a bootleg,
Okay.
unreleased recording.
I was gonna say we're fake fans.
So check out. Just look on YouTube. Yvonne's the One. Do you know the album like Press to Play?
Yeah.
It's an unreleased song from Press to Play. In my opinion, it is the best song of his whole career, better than his Beatles stuff.
And he shouted it to him. He shouted it to him.
Huge. I was shouting, Yvonne's the One. So,
I mean, I'm basic. I was screaming silly love songs. I was like,
I love that. Are you kidding?
Recently at
yeah,
the
Yvonne's the One.
Got it.
Yvonne's the One.
What's your name?
Kyle.
style.
Yes, this is Andy. This is Joan.
Hi.
Hi, I'm one of the 2
Yeah.
co-hosts of the show. My other partner's not here, but I'm handling this one tonight. So thank you guys for giving this us to a little field report. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. 2 legs every week, man. We're all Paul solo all the time. That's it.
Fellow,
Yeah.
excited
What were
to
you-
listen
so-
to your guys' stuff, especially,
Hey,
Big
ask
fan
them if they go to the Beatle Fest. Do they go to
Oh,
Beatle
you guys
Fest?
know what the Beatles Fest?
We know about it.
We've never
Come
been.
here. It's the best.
Where
In Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
It's just you take the path one stop and you're there.
Oh, okay.
You live in the city?
I live here. Yeah.
You live in Jersey. Oh, you live in Jersey City. You have no excuse.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been. It's
Yeah.
money. I'm just like, it's too expensive.
I hear you. The ticket to get in.
Last year,
Yeah, I've been the past few years. I went to TWA last year.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah. Great fall song. But yeah, I hope you come to Beatles Fest. Maybe y'all can see you all there.
We will get them on. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Andy says thank you.
Thank you, girls. Thank you so much for your field report. I love it. Thank you.
Yes, of
All
course.
right, now
I was holding my hand up like this for probably like an hour. Oh, really? I was probably blocking at you. I'm sorry.
All right, that's okay. You're good.
Alrighty.
Now
You all too.
We
Bye
got
now.
somebody else. We got somebody else who was there, and he went there hours ago. He was only a few blocks away. He didn't get in either, and that's Julian Carrera. Hello, Julian. Welcome to Two Legs, man.
Hi, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
It's your first time on Two Legs, though, officially. Yeah.
It is officially. We discussed this, but we needed to have that break, that moment for me to join.
We did. We hung out in Manchester in the lobby after the gigs, and now here you are, man. So you did not get in. You did not get in, but you listened outside the gig. Tell us all about it, man. What was your day like today?
I haven't ate all day, by the way, and I don't even care. So I tried as hard as I could to get in. I had a wad of cash. I was walking up to people. I'm like, I'll pay you whatever you want. Not one person budged, by the way. Okay, so today I was at work, and then I got a text at lunchtime. So it was noon Eastern time, and then it said, "Hey, Bowery tonight." And I saw that, and I just got my stuff, and I ran. It was my lunch break, so I ran. And it's only like 4 stops from where I work. I work at the World Trade Center. And I'm like, I got to get this. I'm going to get this ticket. So by the time I got there, you should have seen, I have video of it, and I'll post it to my Instagram story. Or I'll post it to my Instagram later on. People were running like it was 1964 Beatlemania. It was awesome. It was
really?
Awesome. Yes, I have footage of it. And I remember I was running down the street, and I was just like telling the cars, like, I'm running. I don't care. Like, I'm running. So I just ran. And people were just running next to me. And I kept saying in my head, I'm going in front of this person. She could have the last ticket. So I'm running, getting in front of this other person. It was classic. It was priceless. So I get in the line. And the line at this point was like around the block. It was probably like at least 75 people on the line, at least. So I get in the line, and I'm just standing there. And then I'm there maybe for about 15, 20 minutes, and I just see more people just running just behind me. They're all getting in line. And then I see one of Paul's staff members go up to a person that was 5 people in front of me, and he cuts them off. And I have a video of this too. He cuts them off, and there's another worker, I think from the Bowery, he tells everybody behind us, he's like, we don't have any more tickets, we're sold out from here. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm not moving. I'm gonna stay here, and I'm not moving. So then we all kind of just stayed there. We were just relaxing, because we weren't gonna budge. But then, apparently, as we were turning the corner, I guess like maybe 20 people ahead of us that were in the safe part of like the line, they all got turned away. So it was like at least a good 20 people in front of us. So
there's the balloons go up on the screen.
Yeah. So at least 20 people in front of us got cut off for whatever the reasoning. But then I was like, well, I'm not giving up. I got into Pappy and Harriet's and Amoeba, and I'm like, I can get into this. If I can get into a secret show in the middle of the desert in California, I can get into New York City, my hometown. I did it. So it's kind of funny that I didn't get into this show.
Your own hometown,
so
yeah.
My own hometown show, and it was like right around the corner. So I did everything I could. So I'm not so mad about that, because I was ready. I had a wad of cash. I was gonna give it to. I even made on my phone. I said, X amount of money for a ticket, cash on hand. I put like a little.
I saw your Facebook post, and you were like, "I'll give you this for this." I saw it. I saw your post on the page. I saw it on the fan page.
Because somebody put, unless someone's offering a lot of money and they put in capitalization, they're not going to get the. I'm like, I will offer you a lot of money for the ticket. So like, I don't play around. I do not play around. And I was even trying to pull strings with people I knew that like know people in the city. I'm like, you got to do what you can to get me into this place. I use every single resource that I have the power to do. So then I go to the Bowery Ballroom like at 4:45, and I'm just like walking in line with people with tickets. I'm like, I'll give you whatever you want. Tell me the price, and I'll give it to you. And I was like, and I was trying to convince them. I'm like, you got to pay rent. The grocery prices are high. Like, this is more important. I need to get into the show. I was totally trying to use my tactics that I did for Pappy and Harriet's. But I was lucky there because some young college girl who's like, didn't really want to see Paul, she sold me her ticket then, and everybody in the line was like, don't sell him your ticket. Don't do it. It was me against a mob. So I was like, oh my God. It was a miracle I got into that show. So I was going to try the same tactic for the Tonight Show, but not one person was budging. Not one.
Damn.
Not one. And then I ended up talking to a guy who had a press connection. And then I told him that I would buy his press badge. I would borrow his press badge for the amount of money that I had. Like, let me borrow it. I'll give it to you at the end of the show. I tried everything.
You did. You are passionate, my friend. You tried everything possible under the sun, and I know how hardcore you are. I know you are like, yeah. But people were not budging, and Joan told us that they only sold 50 tickets. That's it.
I believe that. And then I have footage of people. So I was seeing who was going into the. There was a line of people walking in, and I sent the video to Joan. I'm like, it looks like a bunch of influencers. But apparently it was a bunch of NYU students, which I don't know if that's true or not.
They don't even know who he is.
They don't. And I was so annoyed because I went to NYU. I'm like, I was going to pull that stunt if I had to. I was going to go up to them or whatever. But they looked like influencer type of people. And I was like, this is not, something seems very, at the most 50 fans, I believe. 50 fans actually got in.
Got a chance to actually get it, right.
Yeah, I believe it was very, very limited. It was very bizarre. God, I was out there and I was trying to see if there was any like gay cops. I was gonna flirt with the gay cops. I was trying to flirt with like the gay security. I was trying to do what I can. I was trying to do what I can.
Man, but you stayed outside the venue and you heard the songs, right?
I heard it, and I have some footage of him. Like when they open up the doors, I have some footage of him,
Joan sent it to us. We have it. It's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yes, and they were putting people's phones in those yonder bags, so there's no.
They were in the yonder bags. I was wondering if they were going to do that. I freaking knew that because you can't trust anybody. They're going to put them in the yonder bag, and you're going to close it, and you're going to lock it like a Dylan concert. You can't touch it.
Well, a couple years ago, they had yonder bags for the Madonna concert. I actually opened it up and I recorded during her show, and then she called me out on social media.
The Madonna concert? Come on. Listen, if it was 1984 and she was like, hot as anything, I get it. Now? Come on.
I know. So I didn't care. Like, I always find a way. Like, I opened up that yonder bag and I recorded.
You did. You devil, you. One of our viewers is asking you if you hear any buzz about another show.
There's rumors that like there could be one somewhere else in the city, but I'm like, where? It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, trying to find this stuff. I mean, I don't know. I didn't hear anything from like his people or any of the other fans that were there. It's kind of just up in the air, but he's doing the SNL 50 thing.
Right.
I don't know what he's up to this week, but I didn't hear any like solid anything regarding that. They also, it's on the top of my mind right now, they were selling tote bags that said Paul McCartney Rock at the Brewery, and it had the poster like font on the side of it, on one of the sides. They also were selling posters, which I'm sure is the poster that he posted on social media. And I saw people with white shirts.
They're selling that poster? Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if people posted it yet, but people were walking out with bags. It looked like they, I don't know, I guess they bought it, but they were tote bags, a pretty good size. It had the logo of the font. It's a Paul McCartney Rocks the Brewery, I think.
No kidding.
Bowery, Bowery. And it was really cool. The posters weren't plastic, and then they had T-shirts that were white, and it had the logo of.
So they made custom merch for this one gig. Wow.
Yeah, very interesting. They did that for Pappy and Harriet's too. They had two shirts, and a poster for that one gig.
All right, well, I want to flash a little graphic on the screen here, thanks to our adopted son, Boyo, down there under. Here is the official set list that has leaked out, and there it is right there. There you go. There's the set list, okay? On the printout. Thank you, Boyan, for that. There you go. Yeah. So, yeah, The typical, so we call it a mini got back set list. It's not the full set list, but it's a shrunk. It's and he slid from me to you in there, which was cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. So he started. I think he started around 6:40. I think. We knew it was. We could hear it very clearly. I mean, considering it was snowing and very cold out, people were singing, having a good time out there. What stood out to me was the order of these songs that were in.
Mm-hmm.
A little different. Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah.
Miss Vanderbilt stood out. I mean, Come On to Me. I mean, Come On to Me was like way later in the set.
And Boyan just said that a little bit different in the set list to have that there where it was. Yeah.
Yeah. It was very. It was good. It was a good order, I think. Yeah, and like I mean, I was just tripping out that this was actually still happening. I'm still overwhelmed. Just even being outside, and he walked right by me like less than 15 minutes ago. He was right in front of mine.
The way the venue looked, like it was a small place. So it wasn't like he was inside of like Madison Square Garden and you couldn't hear it. You're walking down a city block and you're hearing him play as you're walking on the sidewalk. Like that must have been thrilling to hear. Like Paul McCartney's inside there, and I'm like, I want to get inside there and hear that, and I can't, but I'm hearing these freaking songs. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. I talked to someone that lived upstairs.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
like, I just heard this was happening. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they were the upstairs, probably get off my lawn neighbor saying, what's this old loud rock and roll stuff I'm hearing below me? Not realizing there's a legend below you rocking out the joint.
No,
Come on.
It was like a young girl that was happy it was happening.
But
well, listen, if she could name 3 songs, we'll give her extra credit.
There were 2 legs button.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can name 3 post-Beatles songs. I'll take it.
Yeah. Where are you right now, Julian? Are you in the subway?
I'm in the subway still. I'm in the subway.
And you
I'm
have
on a
service.
playground.
Wow. I'm surprised you have service in the subway.
I know. Well, I'm like, I'm not in the subway. Like, I'm in the station. So
Okay.
sorry if there's a lot of noise in the trains, but
Well, just get your suitcase and get on there. Tom's got one. Says you just do it. Just do it.
exactly.
Just do it, man. No, so I know you didn't get a chance to go, but man, I'm sure you've had quite a day. Even though you didn't get into the gig, you're probably like, wow, this has been a thrilling experience, even though I didn't get in, and you were probably frustrated, but you still, a little, you experienced it a little bit,
Yeah, I did. And I'm glad I tried.
You tried.
I tried as hard as I think anybody. And so, another little story. So,
Go ahead, go.
I knew that there was 2 wristbands, one drinking one entry one, and then you had to have the ticket stub. So the people were like, the wristbands are on very tightly. I'm afraid that if somebody does sell it, it's gonna rip. I'm like, I have scissors and tape on me. Don't even worry about really ripping. I will cut it, tape it exactly as it was,
and then put it on and then go. And then
yes.
What? I didn't do nothing.
And I was even talking to the worker who was from the wristband. A lot of people that it wasn't MPL related. He worked for the venue. I'm like, look, how much do you want for one of the wristbands? He's like, people are getting fired for doing this. I'm like, how much do you want? Like, what's your?
Yeah, but all right. So let's circle back now. Now the girls that Kyle interviewed, they didn't have tickets. They just got let in, right? Pretty much.
The recap of the story was that they lined up at 12:30. Waited, and then they were like, all right, that's it, no more tickets. And then when people left, they just stayed.
What time did that post come out that he was going to perform?
Noon.
So by 12:30,
they stayed. Go ahead, Kyle.
They stayed the whole day, and then there were just some stragglers holding on hope, and they were at the front of the line of those stragglers, and only the front 2 got let in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the front 2. I believe that. Yeah, the front 2 girls. The Rangers beanies, right?
Yes.
It was Chelsea.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, Chelsea. She was wearing a Chelsea hat. Yeah.
And then what I did notice was one of Paul's people. I think he went up to one random girl that was just standing there, and he gave her a wristband. He must have given her a wristband because she was standing like kind of near me, and I saw her walking in with the wristband coming out of her pocket. So I was like, wait a minute, what happened here? Like, what's going on here?
Boo.
So people, let's just put a number on it, all right, folks? Like, they probably put a number on it, like how many people did they actually give legit tickets to, and then how many gratis, 30 tickets, 40, what's it's New York City, fire codes and all that. Like, you can't put 1,000 people in there. It's tiny.
Right.
But they probably had wiggle room to put a few people extra in there. And those lucky people, like the people that Kyle saw and the girl you're talking about, they just got in. They were lucky. This was their time to get lucky. And
Has any videos posted on Facebook? On YouTube yet?
No.
Not yet. Well, no, you couldn't have your phone out, bud. You couldn't have your phone. You couldn't have your phone out. It was the phones were away.
I mean,
so
if anything, it's probably only going to be people who are outside recording, like any kind of
like Julian, like the video Julian took. I mean, the door's open and there he is. Now, Julian, question for you. We know this, I think, because we can see it. I wish we asked these girls this. I don't think there was a usual stage setup with the screens and the video stuff, right?
So there was not, and obviously there was no rising stage, but there did seem to be a distance between the actual stage and like the barriers. There did seem to be a little bit of a distance. Say
that again, buddy. I couldn't hear you too good. Say it again.
There seemed to be a little bit of a distance from the barriers and the stage. Like, they weren't up at the stage like previous years,
Okay. It was evident. I got to say, this has got to be one of the more intimate gigs that Paul McCartney has played. I mean, I saw him in 2007 at the Highline Ballroom, which Tom and James Liverani were at. Julian, were you at that too?
No, I was at the Amoeba show.
Right. So, I mean, the Highline Ballroom was small, 1,500 people, maybe 2,000 between the floor and that was intimate as all hell. He was 4 feet from me. It was incredible. This is a gig where basically 600 people are in there. Maybe I know they said 575. 575, but I mean, maybe call it 600 between staff and security and everybody else. Like, that is got to be one of the smallest intimate gigs that Paul McCartney has played in maybe ever.
Yeah.
Let's think about that.
Yeah. It's very true. And what's interesting is, like, I expected it to be like further from the street. Like, when those doors open, you could see Paul. Like,
you saw him. Your video. The street.
Right,
if you're on the street, the door opens up and you see him sitting right there. It's crazy.
Like he was right there. Like, you can see him. Like, it would probably be equivalent to like row, I don't know, 20 or 30.
20?
In between 20 or 30 at a concert. He was
at a floor seat. Like, there's the taxi driver. Oh, there's Paul McCartney playing. Like, what?
I was shocked to see him like right there, just glowing.
Now,
I was like, what?
we have a question. Now, obviously, Julian wasn't in there, and Kyle's been our in-the-field reporter there, but we didn't ask the three girls that we talked to, did Paul talk much between songs?
Yeah, no, they did speak to that. I don't remember if that's when the audio was better or not, but I think it might have been. Anyway.
Yeah, it was. He did speak a little. No, we heard that. He did speak, yeah.
What were we saying? Oh, that he randomly threw on the Sirius XM Beatles channel, and they were playing one of his songs, and he was like, "Oh, I don't remember this one."
What was it?
Did he say? Yeah. Did he say what song it was? No, we didn't.
Not according to the girls. Yeah.
Wow. So now we wait. Now we wait with bated breath. Joan, myself, all of us here, we have rolled the dice and not gone in. I am telling you, if we get another text tomorrow from PaulMcCartney.com saying I'm playing another gig at the Bowery Ballroom, I'm going to go mad. I'm going to take something and I'm going to take my phone and smash it because I would be in New York right now waiting.
What are the chances there's a line outside Bowery Ballroom tomorrow morning?
Probably good because now let's circle to Joan now, okay? Because Joan made this point because the MVP and I were all ready to go in. And Joan made this point. Now, the gigs that were scheduled for the Bowery have been moved to Irving Plaza for the next 2 nights, okay? Right. So now McAfee Andy's going, ha, 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 2 more shows for Paul now because the beautiful poster that we saw today that we all want said February 2025, no dates. So we're like, okay, maybe he's going to do a couple, right? But then Joan, give us your take.
Well, there's a lot of musicians in New York for the 2 SNL gigs, both Friday at Radio City and then at 30 Rock on Sunday. And all of these musicians are going to want practice space, warm-up space, whatever you want to call it. Possibly there's musicians that are playing together that don't normally play together. They're going to need rehearsal time. They can't I'm sure they can't rehearse at Radio City because the venue's always busy and booked. So they have to rehearse somewhere. So I think that sort of coincides with why there's not a date on the poster. Because Paul might have said, I'll play one of those 3 nights, and then the other 2 nights would be reserved for other musicians. Just a hunch, just a hunch. I have no insider knowledge. That's just my practicality speaking.
But Joan's instincts are so good, and if she thought that Paul was going to do another gig there, she would be in New York City now talking to us. So
Julie and I would be on our way to have a nice glass.
I'll go back right now. I'll go back right now.
So we will see. I mean, but wow. I mean, Julian, you didn't go, but the smile on your face is radiating with everybody. Like you still had a good time.
I did. And I'm just thinking about like how, Paul. It's Paul. He gives the magic out, and you just feel good knowing that he's still doing this. It's the middle of winter. He's doing this right now. Like it was freezing cold. Like. He just did it. Like it makes you feel so happy, like it's like 2007 over again, or it's 2016 doing these secret shows, and I'm just like, what is he gonna do next? You're just excited and you're hungry, like you're just thrilled. You feel that, you feel
the energy.
That.
It's the energy. It's the love. I mean, look at this now. I mean, here's a guy we know this set, but the energy the man brings. Kyle's out there waiting for him. Kyle just saw him 5 feet away from him as he walked out.
I was really close. There was one person in between us.
And he saw him, and Kyle screaming, Yvonne's the one, Yvonne's the one, Yvonne's the one. Like, Kyle just saw him, like, in the flesh. Like, these are the moments that we live for. We don't care about Setlist. This is a chance to see somebody that is so near and dear to us, who we love, and here he is doing what he loves, and now he's still present in all of our lives, doing this, the SNL stuff this weekend. It's fantastic. And just when we think that he's going to take a break, we all just saw him in Manchester, and we all saw him in the UK, and here we are in February with a new album on the horizon, and it's like, okay. Now, the one thing that didn't happen, which I think a couple of people thought, James Liverani was hedging his bet. He thought that a new song would be played in tonight's show, and we did not get a new song.
I thought too. I really did.
Right. One new song tonight. One little cookie. One little cookie saying, here's a song from my new album that's going to come out later. We didn't get that. We didn't.
Do you think
get
that says anything about the readiness of the forthcoming album?
Yeah, I do.
Or is it, we shouldn't read
You do,
it.
Joan?
Yeah, I think it's probably not coming out in February.
No. No, not at all. Not at all. Well, awesome. Well, Julian, thank you so much for this, your time and giving us you weren't there, but you kind of were because you saw him when the doors opened.
Yeah, I'll post all that, but I'll post the footage of earlier when I was running, out of breath, everything.
Please, yeah. He's Julian Carrera. Yeah. He's on Instagram. I mean, he's been on stage with Paul before. He's a great fan. He's traveled all over the world to see Paul many times. And follow him because he's got some great Paul content. I mean, he just knows how to travel and see Paul. He does. So check him out. So Julian, thank you.
Thank you,
Julian.
Later, man.
I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Good night, Julian. Take care.
Good night.
Yeah. Wow. He wasn't even in the show, and look at how excited he is. But you, Kyle, you just saw Paul McCartney 5 feet from you get into a car.
I almost kind of wish I relished the moment a little bit, but I was just like, I feel like he was a little startled that I just was screaming Yvonne's the one.
He might have been, but it's okay.
Do you think he's either never going to release it because some asshole was yelling at him, or he's going to release it and I'm going to get all the credit? It goes I'm going to wager
on the latter. On the latter. What? Because he might be now sipping a margaritas going, some guy was yelling to me, Yvonne's the one. He might call his manager up and go, you know what? Put Press to Play out tomorrow. And now we can thank you, Kyle Hand, for putting Press to Play out the archive.
That's what I'm banking on. Because when you think about it, he's probably gone decades without ever thinking that song. Everybody's like, I love you, sign my album. And I'm like, release this unreleased masterpiece. And wow.
So,
well,
we'll see. but I think we can. I think we can wrap it up. I mean, we got some
Let
great.
me ask you.
Go ahead.
Did you get a good view of him when I got?
Oh,
I gotta
yes.
watch
Yeah,
back the
yeah.
tape.
Oh yes,
You did?
we
Okay.
saw him.
Perfect. It was
Yeah, because I
perfect.
can only show my like selfie cam on this. For
No,
some
no, no.
reason,
So like when he was in the
yeah.
doorway, it was hard to see him. But then when he came out, walking towards
Yeah.
the car, there was no mistaking that
Yeah.
kisser.
That was dead on. I mean, I couldn't have really missed him.
No, I'm so
Beautiful.
first of all, I'm so thankful for you for taking the trip in to do this on a whim, because when I sent you this concert was happening, we were texting today. You didn't even know about this. You're like, "What's this?"
Yeah. I talked to another girl there that was like, yeah, like I'm so upset because I have a flip phone, so I would have never heard about this. But I was like, me too. Like I'm so thankful to be unplugged like most of the time, except for this.
Right. Well,
I
I'm
don't have
so
a flip phone, but
You don't have a flip phone, but I mean, he didn't know about it. And he was like, because he's in Brooklyn, he can get over there quickly and do it, and he was willing to do it and help us and go live and get some takes on to do this. So we didn't get a chance to go to the concert, but damn, our hearts were there.
They were.
I was so close to him, and now it'll be in the annals of Two Legs history forever.
It will, and we have some really great stuff coming from there. So we will wind down now and wrap up our live recap here. Kyle Hand, I don't have enough words to express my thanks and gratitude for going into the city, holding your phone up for an hour, and how now your arm is like, oh, now I don't have to do this anymore. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for doing that for me. Really, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course,
Thank
guys.
you,
It was so fun. Yeah, we'll talk more.
Yeah, we'll talk, and we got some great things coming in the pipeline for Two Legs with Kyle's help, with some more merch and more stuff and more ways to connect, and we'll talk about that on Sunday because Kyle's going to join me and Beatly Tone on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. But Kyle, we're going to sign off now soon, so thank you so much, man.
All right, take off my gloves so I can hang up. But thank you,
Good night,
guys.
man.
Yeah,
Talk to you
dream
soon.
Come true.
Bye, Kyle.
Adios.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
man. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Wow, wasn't that amazing, Joan?
Wow, that was so cool. It was almost as good as being there.
Well, between seeing him and Julian's stories and Julian's video, like we kind of had to get there and see it somehow.
Yeah, it was good.
I do apologize for my audio at the start of the show, but we figured all that out and we got the good stuff. And we were able to see Paul come out of the gig tonight at the Bowery Ballroom, the surprise gig. We got a question here, a couple let's highlight it. By the way, how much were tickets? $50 for the 50 that were sold.
Yep.
Yes, Nick, I did see the merch. I can't highlight it here, but there was merch. I'll try to hold it up and show it real quick before we sign off. Andy, now you can now say Paul has appeared on Two Legs. Yeah, Paul has made an appearance on Two Legs. I like that. Through he has live. Here's the merch. This is from Nick Syret, and the girls were talking about this when we had them on. You could have bought the poster, so they made customized merch for this, and it still says February 2025. Look at this.
It's beautiful. I love it.
You saw it, Joan, right?
Yeah. It's been all everywhere today. That's all I see on all my social media.
I tell you what, if the poster's gone, I am sure there's some talented artist out there that can just reproduce it and make it. I mean,
it'll be on eBay in a day or two.
It's got to be. It's got to be. That poster is incredible because you know what? It's lovely. You've got all phases of Paul in that picture.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
You've got the Beatle Paul, you've got Wings Paul, and you've got Paul here. And it's still the McCartney 3.
Yeah.
Kind of. Thing going on there a little bit, the profile, but I mean, really so cool. I mean, they have done a great job of marketing this stuff. And if we were all there, we would be buying all of it.
Everything. That'll make a good tour poster for 2025, 2026.
If that's going to be this is going to be the new brand now. Like maybe this is a teaser now. Got Back is over. Maybe this is the brand now of the new tour.
We have to figure out what he's going to call it. We have to look at that for the clues and figure out the name of that.
Well, I actually have an early guess on this one. Okay.
All right.
Let's look at the picture again. What do we see in here? What do we see? A long and winding road.
Winding road.
We see a long and winding road. That could be the tour name.
Yeah.
We see the Big Apple. We see New York. Although that's unique to the city though. So
true.
we'll see. It'll be out on the eBay, like Joan just said. It'll be out on eBay soon enough. We all want the poster. Liverpool family, get on it. And if we can't buy it, somebody make it. Make it, damn it, and just 3D print it. You can do all that these days, too, now. You can do that, too. I want to highlight one more comment before we sign off, which was really nice. Elliot says, this show was second to actually being at the show. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice. Yeah. So, well, yeah, hopefully. So, all right, gang, we're going to sign off. It's been an hour and a half. What a thrilling recap from people in the field. Fans who got in there, Julian, Kyle Hand, who was there for us. And, it was a little bit different. It's for a different take for us. But we saw Paul. We saw Paul live here on our show. Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. So it's going to be a Maca-filled weekend. We know what the SNL stuff. Stay tuned for Friday. We don't know what Friday's going to be. He might make an appearance. He might not. And, of course, the Sunday show on SNL. So it's another Paul weekend here for us. And it's going to be so awesome. And we will see him on there. And I know, Joan, you'll be dialed in. And, Joan, if you hear something about tomorrow's gig, I really hope you message us.
Got my ear to the ground, everybody. Pay attention. Let's see what we can find out. Might be a mad hustle to get to New York tomorrow.
Might have to be, but we'll see. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Andy Nichols here from Two Legs, Joan Borelli, the #1 fan on the run, who always has her ear to the ground about all things Paul. And, Joan, I really appreciate you making the time tonight.
Thanks, Andy. Good to see you. Talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed this. This has been wild and one of the best live shows that I've ever done. So thank you guys so much. Joan's gone. So thank you all. This has been so much fun. And God, I'm like such a rush from doing that. Audio things aside, which in the beginning was tough, but damn, this was so much fun. And now we'll see what happens. So have a great night, everybody. Stay safe. Enjoy your Maca. Enjoy your Beatles. And go Paul. Always. Bye. Good night.